sort of the, I guess, the Polyev factor, one way or the other. It really obviously worked for the Conservatives when I think his tone, his tenor, the substance of what he was saying was really matching the disappointment many Canadians felt and the frustrations that they had, and was certainly up against Trudeau at the time. Now he has a different opponent in Mark Carney, largely who has not been scrutinized, beyond the past 2 months. What would you say about his ability to kind of match up against him and the, as I put it, the Polyev factor? How do you interpret it?
Well, I think people need to get to know Pierre. I mean, he's got an amazing, really Canadian story, origin story about, growing up the son of a single mom and being adopted, and, just some of the struggles that his family went through, and, they need to get to know him. And I think that's something that really should be on display a bit more in the campaign. But, Mark Carney really hasn't been tested, and to the degree he is being tested, we're seeing cracks. And a good example is how he handled questions today about the candidate Markham, who has these associations to an organization associated with the Communist Party, and whether or not Mark Carney himself is associated with this organization. And he just gets very testy when he comes under that kind of pressure. Then there's the questions about the Brookfield funds and the tax havens in the Cayman Islands and Bermuda. And again, he gets very testy when he's asked about these things. So, I do think there needs to be a lot more scrutiny of Mr. Carney. He brings some things to the table that are impressive for sure, but is he really as down to earth as people portray him? I think he needs to answer some of these questions before we can really make those judgments.